Shalom. All praise and glory to the Most High God. I'm Phalon Nelson, and this is Overstanding God, the series. Like, share, comment, and stay tuned for the next episode. Hey, Clanessa, how's it going?
It's going great, thanks. As well. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to me. I've been doing some studying, and I have a couple of questions for you.
And I have some answers for you. What questions do you have for me about God?
Well, this is very personal for me. When I was younger, my faith in God was a lot stronger. However, my younger sister Hope got cancer when she was 6 years old, and when she was 9, she passed away. My question is, if there is a God, why would he allow my sister to die? In fact, if there is a God, why does he allow any young children to die? Or why does he allow people to starve? Or so much violence in the world?
That is a very good question, and the understanding of that question is deeper than you think. The first thing we have to remember is that we are only here for one purpose: to have free will and to still choose God. A lot of people in this world go out looking for God, when really we're all just trying to get back to Him. Remember, as God said to Jeremiah, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee." Meaning before we were terrestrial beings, God already knew us in heaven as celestial beings. God never created us with the intention to die. He created us with the intention to live for eternity. In truth, your spirit is eternal, but the terrestrial vessel that we reside in here on earth is mortal. You can't die, but the vessel you occupy can. Due to the fact that you can't remember being celestial before you became terrestrial, the only association you have with life is your mortal body. So your known assumption is that you can die. You have to remember, this body isn't who you are, it's where you are. Just as this world isn't where you are, it's temporarily where you reside.
I still don't get how that has to do with why God would take my sister from us.
Well, if you understand that you're not your mortal body, but that you are your eternal spirit that resides within the body, you can understand that God didn't kill your sister, He simply brought her back to where she came from. Cancer wasn't a test for your sister, cancer was trials and tribulations for the family around your sister. When everything was going well in your family, God was praised. But as soon as your sister tested positive for cancer, everyone questioned whether God existed. Remember, that's exactly why you're here, to be tested, and it sounds like with your family's disbelief, they are failing that very test. Your sister wasn't being tested, your sister was the test. At this very moment, she is living in peace and in love alongside the Most High God.
I think I understand. So you're saying we are celestial spirits that God created to be eternal, but the body that our spirits reside in is what's mortal.
Yes, exactly.
So life and death here on earth is all a part of test, trials, and tribulations regarding God test for us to choose Him. So in truth, we really don't die here on earth, our bodies die here on earth. We return back to where we came from, and our actions are judged to see if we truly love God amidst the free will we were given.
That's exactly right. So in truth, your sister hasn't died. She's just gone back to where she was sent from. This whole world is a simulation of events that take place to test our heart and our position in Christ. Once you understand who you are, which is a celestial being, and then understand your purpose, which is to have free will and still choose God, everything else is seen for what it is. We are not here to love this life. We are here to find and love God. It is for that reason the Bible tells us in Revelation 12:11,
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
they loved not their life unto the death. God didn't give you life on earth for you to love it. God gave you life on earth for you to love Him. It's for that reason Jesus says in John 12:25,
He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
This makes so much sense. I feel so foolish to quickly deny God because my sister died. I didn't realize that in truth, my sister only returned from where she was sent, and her reasoning for being here was to test our faith.
You don't have to feel foolish, you just didn't know. This understanding comes from celestial wisdom, not earthly knowledge. Remember, Jesus tells us in Matthew 10:37,
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross, and followeth after me, is not worthy of me.
Ooh, and in this case, I let the love of my sister deter me from my love for God. I've got it now.
remember, in this simulation of life on earth, you don't die, you just return. The question is whether or not you'll be allowed to stay. When God speaks of death, it's correlated to being separated from Him, not ceasing to exist, and being separated from God is worse than death.
Thank you so much for that answer. It's truly given me perspective. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more questions after this, though.
And I will be here to answer them. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed. Shalom.